What is going on? Alien Nations, Floyd with UFO, Owner Lawn Care, Owner Floyd Outdoors. I'm going to get the link shared out here. East. I don't know why it's not letting me do this right now, but let's do this. Your channel. How is everybody this Monday morning? I'm live here. Mute. Paste. Enter. Ugh. YouTube rejected your comment. It's fairly common when sharing a link. You might need to share the link another way. Oh, what's going on? Well, the link shared in there for whoever gets in here and wants to join us. It's usually the boys from the north. Oh, now it is. Let me share it. In message. There we go. Little's Lawn Care. Morning, Mark. Morning. Getting my back adjusted. By who? Oh. It's all right. I'm doing some honeydew list stuff for the doc, so I was getting ready to watch a Diego video. But we're waiting for people. Let's see. Where'd it go? Atrocities. Let's watch this. It's a rug, Diego. It's a rug.
Amigos, welcome back to our channel, Atrocities of Palm Cities, where today you're in Tehachapi, California. You guys have been to this job before. We're back doing the little areas that we missed. Winter hit us and we just had to wait till the snow. It actually snows up here. It's in the mountains. So we had to wait a few weeks for everything to dry up to be able to work with. She was going ahead and hedging and pruning all her things. So you guys can see what happened here in 1897 was pretty crazy. So we'll go from there and we'll keep continuing on showing you different areas. You guys can see what we do out here. We have a tarp material that we work with, and she ran out of that, so we were just using a heavy ply plastic that we use out here. Different areas that we take care of. You guys can see how I bring in the PG and
Diego,
the
you talk so fast, man.
We're going to be working with fixing these areas again and making sure that we bring the PG in compact. You guys can see how perfect it is now. It went from crazy dirt where nothing happened, and now you can see that something happened. So what people can understand in the sign now, you'll understand what happened, I happened. So different things in different areas. You guys can tell how we work out here. All the areas look sandy. We're going to come by. We're going to be able to work with these areas and compact again to make sure that it is perfect. You guys can see it's compacted nicely, so we're going to be opening the turf. We're going to be showing you how to install it in different areas. We use decomposed granite as base, but we'll use some treated wood in the edges to be nailing down with some galvanized nails in different areas to make sure that it all stays down in the ground. And we'll be adding some infill so it doesn't blow with the wind.
Hey, you watch these
things
videos,
that you can
man.
do with
Give
the artificial grass out here. So it looks perfect. It looks perfectly green out here. The owner loves it. And a great shout out to her for being able to do video rights and everyone else in our route that lets us make videos out here. We appreciate them as much as we appreciate you for watching. So we'll continue the progression out here and showing you what it looks like. This is the front yard of the same house. They wanted fake grass in the back and they still have real grass in the front. So everything was winterized. They turned off the water the last time I was here. So she asked me to turn it back on today. And that's what you guys get out here, fellas. We're going to be taking care of this lawn too until we get too busy and can't come up to Tehachapi anymore. But until then, we'll be showing you how clean we're going to leave it so the next guy can take care of it for us until we come back in the winter. So thanks for everybody watching our channel. We're going to continue into the other things that we've been doing and different
Watching
that we have in this great video of our route updates, decomposed granite, and a little bit of artificial turf.
We're watching him right now. And waiting for my buddies to come join us on here. Yeah, so Indiana, yeah. UFO, just so you know, we're basically a lawn care company called Allner Lawn Care. The name comes from Allner. I go by Floyd, so Honor Floyd Outdoors. That's where we're coming from because I know you're new to the channel. What's up, Neil? What's up? We're just watching some Diego. Mark will be up here in a minute. He's getting his back adjusted. Let's see, stop sharing. But other than that, I just uploading. I'm doing these. I got some files I got to upload for the wife, like a little honeydew list thing, and yeah, my channel is going to be kind of everything. I went through and created a bunch of playlists. I know I'm always spacey, man, and all my playlists kind of have all the categories that I'm gonna kind of cover and all that. Well, I hate getting on here and talking to myself. So I don't know what else to say. I don't know what to say to people. It's like, but hey, we're getting 4 inches of snow tonight, so I might get to go plow tomorrow or tomorrow morning. That's what they're saying anyway. Morning, Jacob. Here are the links up there. You guys want to come up? You said I'm spacey. I get it. UFO, spacey. That's funny. Oh yeah, I'm ready for spring too, man. I'm over the snow. It either needs to snow so I can start working, or it needs to dry up so I can start working. Well, I appreciate it, Jacob, man. Yeah, our local news said we're probably gonna get about 4.5 inches. So I'm hoping. I'd like to get out and make some plow videos, get out and plow, and make sure all my batteries are charged tonight so I can have them ready to rock and roll tomorrow. And just record as much footage as I can and maybe try to get a couple videos out of tomorrow. I appreciate it, Jacob. Appreciate it. Oh, man. But yeah, so we're hoping to get that 4 inches tonight of snow. I was thinking, I don't really have a lot of plow topics to cover, but I think what I'm going to do is more Mike Hazardra. Well, I don't know what topics I'd cover, just maybe some footage. Just throw some plowing footage out there. Mikey, the link's up there, man. You want to come up? Everybody's welcome. I just need to see your face. That's the biggest thing. Yeah, I believe that, Mom. I believe that. We might get 4 inches tonight, but it's supposed to just start getting warmer again. I think we're going to have a really early spring, which is okay. I can get to the fall cleanups. I already know the plow ain't gonna pay for itself this year, so whatever. But it's paid for, so I guess it can sit. Maybe we'll have a better winter next year. I've already accepted that. Sore neck and shoulders. A lot of moving, man. It gets I swear, I told my wife, if we ever leave this house, we're hiring a moving company. I ain't moving again. I ain't doing it. It's too much freaking work. Also, I said if we ever leave this house, we're moving into a cardboard box. We won't need none of this crap anyway. Morning, Mom of Jeff. Yeah, Mark from Mark's Message World said he'll be up here shortly. You guys get all your taxes done or 1099s done and all that? I just mailed out my W-2s to my employees Saturday. So hopefully Morgan and Gabe and Tyler and all of them will be getting them today or tomorrow. Well, Tyler got his yesterday. They stopped over for dinner, him and my daughter. But everybody else will get their W-2s hopefully today or tomorrow. Yeah. We'll see. They're saying, like I was telling Neil, I don't know if you're on here, we're supposed to get about 4.5 inches tonight, so that'll be good. Good. I'm going to go to bed early, probably be in bed by 8 so I can get up at 2 or something. I don't know. Last time I got up about 4:30 and it was fine, but I want to get up a little earlier. I don't know if I want to get up at 2. I might just try to shoot for like 3:30 or 3. Try to get out there and get stuff done. Because that Dollar General takes me about an hour and a half to get done by myself, so. But, yeah, I gotta go out today and make sure the ducks are good to go. Water's filled up, food's filled up. Four to 6 inches. That's what she said. Yeah, that's what they're saying. That is what she said on the news this morning. Yeah. I gotta finish getting this stuff loaded up for my wife real quick. Oh, she's trying to get some forms uploaded to something. I don't know. She asked me to do it for her. Bank statements and crap. Here, I'm gonna take that real quick. Hold on one sec. I'm just gonna. It was a customer calling to make sure their bill was paid from like October. It was. I just had to check real quick on Yard Books. But I don't have any outstanding debt from them. I only have a couple, and I think a couple of them are. We have some. One of them are have issues. I'm gonna have to go knock on their door. That's my fault. But the other ones, I think we just got some miscommunication or something. But anyway, let's get caught up. Cousin Diego, Mike, Diego, I was watching your video a little bit this morning when you put out like 6 days ago. I didn't finish it though. Got maybe a quarter way through it. We were compacting some dirt down or whatever. That with that sign that says in 1984, on this spot nothing happened. That's a funny sign. Good morning. Yeah, yeah. I think it's going to be an early spring for us, which is good. Hey, your Vicky, your husband's getting his back adjusted. Who's doing that? I thought maybe you were doing it. Or is he at the chiropractor? Yeah, it was a funny sign. Let's go. Ranger, what's going on? Yeah, possibly. I don't, I don't mind cool summers, but I don't mind. I'd like to have some warmer summers too, I guess. Warmer days. Let's see, I don't know. I don't think none of that matters. They always say that crap. Oh, big acorns, bad snow, little acorns, little snow, or whatever. I don't believe in none of that stuff. We'll just see. I just go with it. I think I got everything loaded up that she needed. Diego said, "Stay out of his neighborhood." I don't know what else to load up. Oh well, we're gonna go with it. What you guys working on today, Ranger? You and your crew. Contractor Black, and I forget the other guy's name. I think it's I don't remember. Yeah, I got a truck getting recalled. I gotta bring my truck in. Got called the VA. Apparently, supposed to set up an appointment for my CPAP machine or something. I don't know. I gotta call them on that. I gotta call my lawyer for this. Oh. I'm gonna clean up my desk. Mickey, finally gonna jump in front of the camera. Oh, we need to. I challenge everybody on here. I want us to put a picture on our next video of what we think Diego looks like before he does that, so we can all say this is what we envision Diego to look like. Now, Diego does have, I think he does have another YouTube channel where I think there is a picture of him on there, but I don't really ever go to that one. I just go to Atrocities. But we got a picture. We got to crop a face or something and put it on there. Paint some hallways and doors. I don't mind painting. I don't. It's not my favorite thing to do, but I can do it. I hate raking. I hate raking with a rake so much. Oh. Hate it with a passion. Oh, wow. I need to scroll down. Let's see here. It's going, Vicky. I'm doing all right. I'm down a couple pounds. I'm not the best at it. Trying to lose a little bit of weight for March. Well, she didn't even die, but we had a little cheat day yesterday. Daughter came over, my cousin, and I shaved this off for a while. I had the little mutton chops, but I'm gonna let it grow all back. I'm gonna actually probably trim it all up so it's all one length again, and then yeah, I didn't like it so much. I didn't like the mutton chop so much. Well, it wasn't even a planned cheat day. It just ended up being one for dinner. Because we had a bunch of people over. We just ended up ordering pizza. Place called Spanky's here in Fremont. Their breadsticks are outstanding. Their pizza's okay. I'm not a huge fan of them. I think their sauce is too sweet. But the breadsticks probably one of the best. Besides, I hate to say it's hard to beat Little Caesars breadsticks when they come out of the oven, but or like Frizoli's or Olive Gardens. But it's pretty good. It's good. I don't just like I can't eat it. My favorite pizza in West Michigan is a place called Scribs, which I think is the majority of everybody I know's favorite pizza. It's thin crust, greasy. If you're constipated, you got to eat it, and you won't be constipated no more. But my God, it's the best. I would challenge that pizza against any pizza in the nation. I really would. That's how much how good I think it is. My daughter doesn't like it, but she don't like pizza in general. She really doesn't like it. It just because it's greasy. It's greasy. Here we go, Mark.
Howdy. I feel better now. I just got back from the chiropractor. I'm all good for another 3 more weeks.
I don't have too bad of an echo or anything, do I?
What's that?
I don't have an echo or anything, do I? I don't have a headset on.
No. Nope.
Turn my volume down a little bit, though. Pretty loud. I was jamming the music this morning on here.
Well, plus, I got a microphone right next to me, too, so I got a different mic for our videos because I got a voice recorder for mostly for Vicky when she's cooking in the kitchen because I have to, I'm constantly moving around, so I'm still working on the volume.
It's hard because, when I was filming my daughter, I was like, I'm just sitting here, and in my head, she's talking. I'm sitting here going, man, is this the best thing? I think it's a totally different aspect, filming a cooking show versus what we're doing in the lawn care. So
it is.
I know Amelia doesn't really want to do it no more. I posted that last video. She's like, Dad, I thought we were done with that. And I'm like, okay. I said, okay, fine. I won't post no more. I said, I got one more that I could edit if you want me to. She's like, no, I don't. It's that awkward 14-year-old teenage stage.
But Vicky was laughing the whole time, and I was kind of chuckling over it. It's funny.
Yeah. That's what I told her. I said, people like that when we met. She goes, you put the bloopers in there? I'm like, yeah. Why not?
Littles, how did I make out last night with the signs? I got them all cut, sanded, painted. I put clear coat on them this morning. They're drying right now. And I have 40 of them to put out today. They got to be out by 2 o'clock. So
40 of them.
40 of them, yeah.
From what place?
Well, it's coming up on Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, and all that stuff. So everybody's buying all that stuff right now. So we go through in chunks of busy spots.
Do you sell them to stores where they put them in there on display? No.
No, I do Amazon, Etsy, and eBay.
Well, yeah, sometimes stores buy stuff through that. And
but
put it in the store, mark it up or something.
it's easier just to do it all online, made to order stuff instead of making a whole bunch of stuff, put it in a store, and then I got to sit on it and dust it, and it falls over and gets all beat to hell, and yeah, it's just a pain in the ass doing that stuff. I tried it before in a craft store years ago with my carvings, but
Yeah.
it was the same way. Things get all beat to hell because everybody's touching it and dropping it and everything else. So, no, people don't mean to do it; they just drop it. I drop shit all the time. So,
Yeah, absolutely. Where Little's Long is he in? He's in Canada, right?
Littles?
Yeah.
I
I thought is he up there with Mike? I'm trying to remember. He was on here last couple times.
I don't remember.
I don't remember either. Littles, where are you located? You in Canada? Yeah, he's in Ontario.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, I can't remember where everybody's at.
I hear there's good fishing in Ontario.
I heard that too.
That's you ever watch Letterkenny? Every time they go to Ontario, that's what they say. We gotta go to Ontario, and they're like, "There's good fishing in Ontario." It comes out just like every single time. It's funny.
It might be close to Slowpoke Gonzalez.
So we got Neil and Mike packing up. Mike must have worked a little harder than Neil because Mike's hurting today. He can't. He's sore laying in bed. He said he's hurting, and then
he was hurt last night.
And then he's got we got the snow coming 4 to 6 inches hitting us. So it seems like he gets pretty much the same snow I get. Pretty common. So we'll see. We'll see if it comes in tonight. That's what they're saying anyway.
Right. Yeah. Well, 4 inches of snow. That's better than 4 feet of snow.
Yeah.
4 inches you can deal with.
Oh.
What?
Oh man! Come on, Diego. Come on.
4 inches you can deal with. Has he still got the browser on?
I don't know.
Amigo.
What's going on, man? My kids love that show.
Oh my!
You got a busy day?
Amigo.
We hear you, Diego.
I don't know if he can hear us. You hear us, Diego? I don't think he can hear us. No, he's having technical difficulties.
I think he's new to this. I don't know. I've never seen him jump on anybody's stream before.
Oh, that's okay.
It took me a while. I couldn't figure it out at first for a long time.
Oh yeah,
I'm still learning stuff I didn't know.
Yeah, there's still a lot of things I could do with this, but I just haven't done it yet. And then you got to tell Vicky that she has to be up on her lives every night because she gets bored and she don't want to be up there no more. So.
What do you mean? She don't want to go on your live anymore?
No, she don't want. She's bored. She don't think anybody wants to watch her.
She's the only reason people watch your show.
That's what I try to tell her, but she won't listen to me. So you got to tell her that.
Mark, it's Vicky.
Yeah, see?
It should be Vicky's Misfit World.
Yeah, see? There you go. I try to tell her that, but she won't believe me, so someone else is
we got 8 people in here. I guarantee you all 8 of them, if they watch your show, it's because of Vicky.
Yeah. Yep.
I think my wife will get bored too. She's still not she's not against the YouTube, but she's not 100% on board with it yet. Right. If we ever get to the point where I'm bringing in a little bit of money from it, I think her attitude will change. She'll see. But right now, I don't blame her. It takes away from the family. It takes away, I still got kids are so busy. And Sunday nights we usually sit and watch TV and
hey, Mike,
and watch a movie or something. So it's tough. But yeah, it's.
Oh yeah, YouTube is a time sucker. It sucks a lot of your time out.
It does, and I get it. So I'm trying to balance it as much as I can. That's why I decided to do these in the morning to begin with, because I knew during the winter times I'm the only one home, and it didn't matter.
Oh, you can bring out Mike's comment.
Mikey.
No, there you go.
Yeah.
See, and that's I'm thinking her cooking show is going to do really good. I really do, because she's making them nice, simple meals there. And once people start figuring out, she don't want to do cooking.
What does she want to do? Does she not want to do it at all?
What do you want to do,
Mark,
Vicky?
don't force her into something.
She wants to cut grass.
We all want to cut grass right now.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, well, we got sunshine today.
Not us. It's cloudy out today, and
today's our only day of sunshine this week. We're only allowed to have one day a week, and not very long either. So we'll see. Yeah, I like the what Neil put up there. Grasshopper Cruise. Got to bring that one up. Yeah, rubbernecking it. Oh my. Yeah, I tell you what, that moving stuff, it's hard on you. I don't care how careful you are. You're going to pull something every single time.
so when we moved from Colorado to Michigan, my wife was here in Michigan with her mom, helping her go through her chemo treatment for her breast cancer.
Mm-hmm.
I was in Colorado. I had to put the house up for sale, clean the whole house, pack the whole house, move it into a storage unit by myself. I have my youngest two daughters, but they're pretty much were worthless when it came to that. I mean, they helped me when I asked them, but it was just easier for a lot of it to me do myself. So I had to make all these trips to the moving unit. My little child, she helped me go to the storage unit a lot and put stuff in there. We laughed because we became Tetris masters.
Mm-hmm.
And but man, selling that house, cleaning that house, moving everything to that storage unit just for the movers to come. What is that?
What's that?
What is that noise?
That is a blender.
Oh.
This mic is doing really well if it's picking that up.
Yeah. And then moving everything, helping the movers get everything out of storage into the storage unit. I know what they're going through.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we did not move it ourselves from Colorado to here. Moving company did, but just to get everything out of that house, because we sold the house before I could leave Colorado.
Okay.
The Army to a certain date, so I had to get out of the house. So we ended up living in a campground for a month on our camper. And then we moved to back to Michigan and lived in it for another month. Oh yeah, that blender is loud, man. That mic's definitely picking it up. What's she cooking? How come we're not filming this?
Well, she does that every morning. That's our protein shakes that we drink every day instead of food.
Yeah.
But we still sneak food in there too. So, because I got to lose 20 pounds. I put on 20 pounds.
That's my goal. If I can get 20 pounds lost, I'll be happy.
Yeah. So
I'm trying to do it slowly. When I did the last time I lost that much weight, I lost it really quick. Really quick. I was like 100% keto, and I lost it fast. Like in 2 weeks, I lost 20 pounds. But as soon as I bounced it, it came right back. Just like that. It was a quick loss. And I'm trying to lose it better with better eating habits is what all I'm trying to do. And I told once my back's feeling better, but it's still a little bit there. I'm still taking the Motrin and stuff.
Oh yeah.
I said the workouts. I'm gonna go join a gym or something, start working out again because I used to love lifting. That was the one thing I liked about the Army is I could go to the gym and lift all the time.
Yeah. See, I haven't.
I'm not a cardio guy. I don't do the cardio.
Yeah, I don't. Nobody likes cardio. Nobody likes it. But it's. See, the thing is, there's a gym that I'd like to, health club I'd like to join, but I can't wear a mask the whole time. There's just no way. It's not going to happen.
I think I'm gonna try to. I got the. Have you ever heard of T25 or Insanity or anything like that?
No.
So it's like a video thing you can get from Beachbody. And their workouts. T25 is a workout only 25 minutes long, and it's basically it's cardio workouts, a lot of body weight,
right?
but it's not running. It's moving, old school aerobics like that. I like the 225 for 225 minutes long. I have Insanities too, so I think I'm gonna start those.
Right. Can you still hear that blender going?
Oh, yeah. I bet everybody hears it.
That's 2 rooms away. But yeah, it is loud.
I get it, Mike, man. That's the thing, If you're like me, you're kind of stubborn anyway and don't like to ask for help.
No.
My wife Liz yells at me all the time, why don't you ask somebody for help? I'm like, no.
Exactly. No. Yeah. See, that's we don't ask for help for nothing because we get help once in a while, but most of the time we're just disappointed, so we just don't even ask for it anymore. Because people say they show up and then they never show up. So
we should just go. We should just go to. We can't see if we can't go to Canada. I'd go help them move.
No, we're not allowed to cross that border.
We can't go to Canada and help you move, man. I'm sorry. Oh, it's just killing me.
Yeah. Because this summer we looked at Canada, but we couldn't go there. We don't have no passports either, so we're getting
our passports. We're getting our passports right now because we're going to Jamaica. So we're getting them renewed, so we're waiting for them to come back. Who's sending me crap?
Yeah, I just got to send them in. I think it's like $130 or $150 a piece, something like that. We just got to fill it out and go get our picture taken, bring in our birth certificate, do all that stuff. Yep, Mike, like you, doing it all, kill myself doing it all. Yep. Telling you what, do everything myself just because don't want to ask for help and then I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, I know those. The whole country's on lockdown.
Yeah.
So I went through and cleaned up on my YouTube studio and made so I had one playlist and I had every video on it. So if you hit my playlist, you were watching it for like 3 days. So I went through and made new playlists. I got one for like my homesteading, prepping type stuff when I do my garden and ducks. I got one for the lawn care, which is going to have most of my videos. Outdoor ones, that's like for hunting and fishing and boating, my holiday stuff, snow removal. So I'm trying to make categories of stuff that I'm going to kind of cover on this channel, and lawn care will be obviously it's the foundation of the channel.
Right.
But like snow removal, I mean, I got 5 videos on snow removal because I had a couple from last year.
Right.
But yeah, so trying to clean up the channel a little bit.
I got I don't know how many playlists I have. I have a lot of playlists. I just got to go through and eliminate some of them. But some of them are just not. I don't even add any videos to. I just got to eliminate the playlist.
Let's see. Let me see how many videos I got.
Oh, it's I don't know. Like I said, YouTube is just a big time sucker. It just sucks all your time out all the time.
Well, I mean, if you're making good money, which I think some of them channels are.
Oh yeah, they are. Yeah, they are.
I have 151 videos posted so far. I think you got to look at it like you said, as a job.
It is.
So it's not a time sucker if you're making money doing what you're doing. But like me right now, it's a time sucker because it's not doing nothing. It's a hobby. That's why.
Right.
That's why also why I'm growing a lot slower. I think because I'm not on here every day, posting a video every single day.
Right.
I try to post 1 to 2 videos a week. Hopefully we get some snow tonight because I'll post a video tomorrow. I said earlier, I don't know if you were still getting your back cracked. I'm going to try to film a lot tonight so I can maybe make 2 or 3 videos out of the footage. And it might just be snow pushing footage. I don't really have a lot of topics to talk about. Just some plow pushing footage. So.
Yeah, we got. I don't know if we're going to get really much any snow for the rest of the year or not. I think we're pretty much done. I don't think we're going to get anything really. No, Vicky said at least for 7 days, no snow for us. We're going to get the little skiff that we've been getting. Just makes things a little slippery. That's about it.
So, did somebody in Michigan win the lottery?
Yeah.
Oh, so I thought he got hacked. He's like, because his buddy of mine in Colorado, he's like, no, I'm just messaging you because I figured you were holding out on me winning the $999 million. I'm
Yeah,
like,
it was.
he goes, I know. I'm messaging all my friends in Michigan and find out who's holding out on me.
I think it was somebody from Grand Rapids. I think that won it.
Was it?
Yeah, somewhere around there. I think is where it was at. So yeah, that's. I would not want to win that much money. I would not. There's no way.
I mean, I can't imagine the headaches that are going to come with it.
Oh, it's just a freaking nightmare.
I mean, you win that kind of money, first thing you got to do is not tell anybody and go to a lawyer.
I mean, no. What they recommend when you win that much money, get your name changed.
Oh.
Yeah, and don't claim it until almost a year, because get lawyers. It's freaking no way.
Door knockers start coming.
Oh, it's I know, or I used to know a lady. She passed away, but she hit the lottery, and there was people hounding her for years, just for years, and it's just like, really? And she says, I didn't win that much money. It paid it out over 20 years, she said, but still, they were constantly after her.
Right.
You know, it's like, oh my goodness, I couldn't even imagine, because you have to move.
You would. You'd have to move, but I mean, that kind of money, I'd be living on an island anyway. I can suck it up. I can suck it up for a year while I move to my own private island.
Yeah, I don't know. That's just too much money. What are you going to do with it?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I almost feel like I would donate half of it.
At least, yeah, because
I wouldn't.
I don't need it.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
The lifestyle we live was just about, I could use an extra 50,000. That's about it. What am I going to do with it after that? I don't have all this.
I'd be 100% content with my house payment off, and that's it. And if I didn't have a house payment, that's all I want in life is not to have a house payment.
Vicky right now is making triple payments.
Yeah.
Every month.
Doug, how's it going, man?
Doug, sooner or later, you're going to have to start coming up on our lives. We haven't seen your face. We don't know.
He's going to his 40s. I want to know if he still got that beard or not.
Well, I'm thinking he does. It's probably down to about here by now.
He said he had a fight. He's been fighting his employer about it. Last time I talked to him. Well, it was December, like early December. Because he was doing the No Shave November.
Uh-huh.
He was fighting it in this early December, so I haven't seen him since then, honestly.
I seen him a couple weeks ago, I think it was, and he still had it. Well, yeah,
I wouldn't know what to do with it. I mean, I know I could blow $1 million. Easy.
Easy, yeah.
I could blow $1 million easy.
But then what do you do?
Right. Once you have everything.
I pretty much have everything I want.
I don't know what I would do if I didn't have nothing to work for. That's where I think my head. If I didn't have nothing to work for, I think I'd go crazy.
Well, see that lawn that we did on that that lake water or that lake lot or lake property that was surrounded by water. He was always in his yard every single day. He's a millionaire. They make millions of dollars every single year. That's what he does. She is a workaholic. Never leaves the office for lunch. She's at work every single day. Hey, Mike.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Nice box of Tetris, or nice game of Tetris you got going there, as Floyd would call it.
No, this is my new place for the next 2 weeks. I'm living in my storage unit right now.
Hey, back in the day when we were between houses, because we had a house put in, we were living in a camper. It was one of them sliding campers that goes in the back of your pickup. That's what we lived in.
Yeah.
We walked to the neighbors to take a shower.
Yeah.
Did that for a couple months. Telling you what, it gets a little chilly in November.
Oh yeah.
But
I was having baths in the puddle just down the road here at the other end of the storage units, but they're all frozen. They're all frozen, so I can't have a bath in there anymore. I'm a little stinky right now.
Just go to the store, Mike, and get them adult wipes.
Baby wipes.
Yeah.
No, get the adult wipes. Adult wipes are bigger. He's an adult.
Take a hooker bath. Baby wipes. When we're on the field for like 30 days, and all we have is freaking baby wipes. So.
Yeah. No, now I'm thinking I should have got a heated unit. I don't have a heated unit, so I'm freaking cold in here.
Heated a little space buddy, a little propane gas heater.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess I could do that.
Yep, propane gas heater. Make sure it's all sealed up good though, so don't lose the air out of there.
Yeah.
Got to be ventless. But I got in my garage actually a ventless propane heater. Man, I turned it on like 1 or 2, and 10 minutes my garage is warm enough to walk out with shorts and a hoodie or something, just work. So it's kind of nice.
Yeah, I walk out my garage right now. It's 60 degrees.
Yeah.
I turned the heat down to about 60, and I don't need it any warmer than that because I'm not in there all night. But I can work in there all day without a problem. I still work up a little bit of a sweat because I'm carrying an extra 20 pounds around that I shouldn't be, and don't take nothing.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta finish cleaning out my garage so the wife can park in there tonight because I finally took down my mega tree, my Christmas mega tree, my spiral one. So that's in the garage, and I dry everything out before I put it away. And so I took that down, Saturday or Sunday? I don't know, Saturday or Sunday. It had been Saturday. I brought it in there Sunday. So, but I know I'm going to want her. She's going to want to park in the garage tonight before getting all the snow. So,
my biggest thing today is what was I going to say? I was just reading one of Mike's messages. I took everything off them shelves to rebuild the shelves, and I got the shelves rebuilt enough where I could put all that shit back on there because I can't work in that mess. I have to get that cleaned up today because I just, when I have a little area to work, it just drives me nuts. I get pissed that I don't have enough room to work.
I'm the same way.
Neil, I would have a couple boats and a couple trucks to pull them.
Yep.
I'm not saying I couldn't. I'm not saying I wouldn't do my best to spend $1 billion. I would do my best, but you can only have so many boats. Yeah. I don't know. It's a tough because you can only do so many things.
Exactly.
Okay, maybe I would buy a cottage on a lake up in the UP, or buy a private house on Mackinac Island, which I wouldn't even do that because I don't know if I could do the Mackinac Island thing. But I'd rather have a lake I could go boating on, like pull skis and tubes and stuff. It's hard to do that on them big lakes. You can. I know you can, but it's hard.
Well, I tell you what, there's nothing more fun than taking wave runners out in the big lake.
Yeah, wave runners are different.
Waves. Oh, I guarantee you, at one time, you're going to pull yourself out of the water choking because you're laughing so freaking hard.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's hilarious going out there because sooner or later, you're going to hit that wave just a little harder than you anticipated. You can nose into the next one. Oh, it just peels you right off that thing. It's hilarious.
I'd have every car that I wanted. I'd have a nice garage. I told my wife, I said, I don't know that I would. Depending on how much money I won, like you said, I don't know that I would move from here. I'd tear this house down and build a new one. But if you won like $1 billion, you would have to move.
Yeah. You have to.
I don't think.
You have to.
I don't think I could stay in this. Then again, there is a lot of rich people around me.
But see, the difference between the rich people around you and then all of a sudden becoming rich, they already have their crew of people that's around them.
Yeah, but I'm getting in that crew.
Yeah, but see, you have all these people that are thousandaires that want some of that.
My wife calls us the white trash across the street. I'm like, my God, this is the best house we've ever lived in our life. What are you talking about? I don't understand what you're talking about. It's the first house that we moved into that didn't have to be like, it wasn't a fixer-upper,
Uh-huh.
Because we don't mind fixer-uppers. Yeah, this basement isn't completely finished, but the upstairs is great. Everything is finished outside the yard. So I don't know. I just laugh at her because I know what she's saying. Because the people across the street live on the lake, and their houses are damn near $1 million homes.
I like your comment there, Mike.
I didn't want to interrupt you guys talking.
You wouldn't be moving. You're idiot yourself, though.
This is actually my storage unit. A picture of it that's behind me.
Right.
It's a 10. It's a 10 by 20, but it's not heated. But no, 100%. If I won $1 billion tomorrow, I'll be ordering up a 10 by 30 heated, so I can live in there for the next 2 weeks.
You'd be living in there longer. You probably would go to a hotel, for one. Stay in a hotel with a heated pool, indoor heated pool, living off a room service while your brand new mansion was being built.
Yeah.
You put that new house up for sale that you didn't even move into yet. I'm going to see if I can find my photos of my storage unit before I move to Colorado, because I did take some pictures too.
No, if I had all that extra money just to blow around, I'd have some acres, because there's a lot of properties for sale in our area right now. Large, sections of property, and there's a lot of rivers running through one river, particularly the Thunder Bay River. If I got property on that would be fine. Build my dream house or whatever, and my big old pole barn. But pole barn's 60 by 80, or 80 by 100, one of the two. I could probably bet 80 by 100, but I'd just go 80 by 100, be done with it.
I think I deleted all the pictures, actually, now that I think about it. I'm trying to clean up my computer, and for pictures I didn't need no more.
But one thing would change, though. I would not be living where the wind hurts my face in the wintertime. I'd be going somewhere else, traveling, I think.
Yeah.
That's about it. There's not really a whole lot we would change, I don't think.
I agree. I think I would do a lot more traveling.
Yeah.
Get out of my way! Dogs.
Hey, Vicky. What? Everybody can hear you yelling at the dogs. It says everybody can hear you yelling at the dogs. Maybe I should change mics, because this.
No, it's fine. You know how many times I tell my dogs to get out of my way? Get out of my way, especially when you're in the kitchen. Horrible.
That's where she's at.
The two dogs we've got have made me a cat person.
Okay.
I told my wife I don't ever want dogs again.
Well,
but I know we'll always have a dog because she's a dog person, and I'm not. It's not that I don't like, but man, they're just needy. They're too needy. I can leave my cat. I can go away for a weekend, and my cat will be fine. But the dogs won't be. I can't. You always got to have a plan for the dogs. Cats, I can just fill up the bowl of water and be good for 2 days.
Yep.
But the dogs, no. And we were in Colorado. We tried to go hiking and stuff. And 98% of the trails we went on, we couldn't even bring the dogs. Mm-hmm. No dogs allowed because of people wouldn't pick up their poop and stuff.
Right. Yeah.
It was like so we couldn't even do a lot. So we were in a Rocky Mountain National Forest camping, and we could not barely leave the campground because we had our dog with us.
Yep.
Like, this is miserable.
Yep. See, that's what we're gonna have.
Okay, so now
because we're taking our dogs everywhere, because we can't leave them. And I don't want to leave them anyhow, because them are my therapy dogs. I get, just maul on them when I'm getting stressed out or whatever. And because one of the dogs that knows my moods, because if I'm having a bad day, it hangs around me all day long.
Yeah.
So. But no, Vicky's going out in the garage and coming back. She's doing her normal everyday stuff. And the dogs are following her because they think they're going to go for a walk, because I haven't taken them for a walk in 2 weeks because it's cold out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Some of the money would get donated.
Yeah. We'd make a difference in the world by donating a lot of stuff, just because of who we are. I think all three of us right here would be donating a lot of money to a lot of charities.
My job would 100% move over to Mowers for Vets, and just I wouldn't be doing lawn care. But Mowers for Vets, I think I'd still do that, and it'd be more of a full-time job than working on it every little bit once in a while. It's just so long.
You'd be scaling it up tremendously.
I'd be trying to scale up a lot.
Yeah.
Get it to the point where I can maybe transfer it over to somebody else, because you can't really sell the nonprofit. You gotta get it. So everything that Mowers for Vets owns, if I ever decided to go stop doing it, I have to give all that information to another nonprofit.
Right. Yep. But still, it's not going to be bad. Morning, Matt.
No, hey, Matt.
Yeah, Doug asked you and Mark earlier if you got your electric heater installed in the garage yet.
No, it is not. It's going to be a gas heater. But no, the guy hasn't. The guy that installed our furnace has not gotten back to take care of us because he was already booked up for the season, and I threw that in there. So
Yeah.
I am going to be getting a hold of him here soon. Actually, I should probably just text him right now and ask him when he's thinking about doing this. So
I got to come up with a heating solution for my new garage too. So we don't have gas because we're going to have oil heating now. But I think I'm probably going to go propane and just use propane tanks. I think that would probably be the most efficient.
So that's what I'm using in my garage. I can take a picture and send to you. It's just I got it from like Farmer's Fleet, Tractor Supply type Tractor Supply, where I got it from, and it's just a propane. I hook a 40-gallon tank up to it, and it runs pretty good. But I've gone through it a couple of times already. Somebody says kerosene burns a lot slower.
It does, but you got the smell of kerosene.
Is that what it is? Is kerosene's got that smell?
Yep.
Yeah. And I think the propane heater puts out a little bit of a smell too. Not a propane smell, but just that burning propane smell. You know.
Yeah, but it's not. It doesn't stick with you like kerosene.
Right.
Kerosene will stick with you. It's like fuel oil. The smell sticks with you.
I agree. Like, what? Why not? I was gonna say, what about a pellet stove or something, man? Or small wood stove.
I got the pellet stove. They're a pain in the ass.
Are they?
You're constantly chasing them freaking pellets.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that, Mark. Pellets versus wood.
The pellets, the pellets in the wood stove. There's no way around it. They're a mess. There's a mess involved with every single one of them, and you're constantly cleaning. You're constantly chasing. I know the wood pellets. It's 7 blocks from my house to Tractor Supply. I get them from there all the time just because it's convenient and they burn nice. But every week I'm getting 10 bags. I get 10 bags at a time because I don't have a whole lot of room. At $5 a bag.
Are they really? Wow.
Yeah.
So every week you're spending $50 on. That's $200 a month on gas or heat in your house.
Yeah, roughly. Yeah.
So I'm thinking.
Actually,
I was thinking.
I go through a bag a day, so it's every 10 days I get a bag. Get 10 bags.
What are you going to have there, Mike? Do you have a wood burn heater, or do you got a propane, or?
Well, no, I was thinking wood stove, like what Justin just suggested too, or a propane heater. Now, like, what's the difference? Like, which one will give off the most heat and be the most efficient?
Well, what do you have in your house? What do you have heat in your house?
Oil.
Oil.
Fuel oil.
Yeah, we have two furnaces.
I'm not familiar with that, so I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, it's oil heating. Either in the rural areas here, it's either oil or propane.
Mm-hmm. That's the way it is here too.
Propane like a pig, I would just run a line from that to your garage, but
yeah,
I don't know how you do it with oil.
Yeah.
I also check with your insurance company too, Mike, because the insurance company dictates a lot of stuff too on what you can and can't do.
Oh yeah, with the wood burning fireplaces, like it makes a huge difference if you have one. Like the premium fire. So there's 2 fireplaces in the house that we bought, and one has a wood burning fireplace insert, like the wood stove insert, and the other one's a traditional fireplace. Your brick, whatever, and you have the screen that goes across. That one's more for show, but it is usable. Like both of them are usable. But yeah, the insurance went up a lot higher because of the wood burning fireplace insert. Now, if it had 2 of them, my insurance would have been even higher. So I know, like, if I put a wood stove now in the garage, I'm going to have to let the insurance company know, because if something happened and I had a fire, and obviously they're going to see that there's a wood stove in the garage, then I'm not, you know what I mean? You're not going to get your insurance. And then if there was a problem, I'm just saying. So I don't know. I think the safest probably is propane. I remember you, Mark, a few weeks back on a stream, you mentioned something about some kind of a fireplace insert or something like propane to put into the garage. Yeah. Like what was that you were talking about?
It's one that mounts on the wall. It's a unit that mounts on the wall, and it's propane. You get them at Tractor Supply. And
that's what mine is.
Yeah.
So mine you can mount on the wall.
Yep.
and it just screws in like a normal propane tank. It does. You screw into a normal propane tank. Or the one I got is also freestanding. It's just sitting in my garage. It's not mounted on the wall. But if I wanted to, I could mount it on the wall, drill a hole through the house, put the propane tank outside. So if I did that, I would think about maybe getting a bigger propane tank than a 40. A 40 is something I can pick up, throw in the car, and go get filled up at Tractor Supply, which here is only $3 a gallon. So it cost me $20 to fill up a 40-gallon tank versus a 21. If I switch it out like that Blue Rhino, it's like $35 just for a 20-gallon. So you could get 100, but then you start talking, those get heavy when they're full, 100 pounds of propane tank.
Yeah, but see, the way Mike's going to have his shop all set up out there in the back and everything eventually. That shouldn't be an option because you just back the truck up.
Well, and that's the other thing. I mean, if you really wanted, you could put a propane heater out there and just get a pig and have them fill it up for you, and you probably have to fill it up once every 3 years or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could do that too.
I don't know much about them. I've never had one, but
that would be because the best thing to do about a shop is when you go out and you turn a thermostat. Because every time you do something in the shop, it's spur of the moment. You weren't planning on doing things, so you got to heat the shop up now.
Yeah.
And then another thing,
I go out, turn my heater on for 5 minutes, and I go back out my garage, and it's fine. Now, granted, my garage is only like 20 by 20.
right?
Yeah.
And it's pretty insulated. It's got drywall up and thicker garage door, and we have a propane heater at my shop, but it's never been used and it's not hooked up to nothing,
But I'd be looking at that, Mike, and also research and ask around about the electric heaters because the electric heaters, they've come a long ways too. They have the forced air electric heat too.
But I just think those take a while to heat up.
Yeah, I think they would.
I think they take a long time to heat up.
You know what, Mark? Send me when you have time. Send me an Instagram message, like a link to like what that unit is called or whatever, or even if you have a link, that propane one you're talking about. Because I'm not that familiar with them. I'm just kind of myself with them, and then I'll look it up. But like what Floyd said about the propane tanks, like getting a bigger tank or whatever, that's not an issue for me to unload because I have a machine that can lift it off, right? So, but I'm only looking to heat the garage. The future shop, the pole barn, I'm probably not going to have electricity back there. We'll see. I might change my mind. It's more what I'm going to be building in the back is more as a shelter for equipment. Trailers to go in and possibly a truck or something like that, but that might change. But my main concern is the garage. The garage is pretty big. It's a 4-car deep or 2-car deep garage. Like 4 can fit in there, 2 doors, right? And that's all that I want to have heat in.
You see that there, Mike?
That's exactly what I have.
Right there.
And I just put the link in there, Mike, if you want to click on it in the chat. But it's a liquid propane. I got the blue flame because I thought the blue flame was cooler than the orange flame. But
the blue flame is cooler.
You can have it freestanding. Let's see, like this on the ground, and it's ventless, so you don't have to have a vent. Or you can mount this to the wall.
I think that would be your better bet right there, Mike.
And you see the propane comes out of the bottom, so you got a little hookup here. So you can run that wherever you want. That all depends on how long of a hose you want, or you could hard pipe it if you wanted to hard pipe it. I just got your basic hose that you would have your grill or something would use hooked into there.
So does this unit have to be vented outside?
It does not.
No.
Okay.
It's ventless.
Okay.
So that means it burns really efficient.
Yep. And like I said, it can. And there's your pilot off, and I swear I don't go higher than like right here. Maybe 2, high 2 in my garage. In 5 minutes, my garage is warm.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you keep your propane tank in the garage or is it outside?
Yep. My propane tank's in my garage with it.
So you can keep the tank inside?
Yep. But like you said, if I was to mount this on the wall and make it more permanent, I would probably put my propane tank outside because I would run a hose out here and drill a hole through my house, seal the hole up, whatever, and run the hose to a propane tank outside. But I would then also go to a hard line, not a flex hose thing.
Yeah, hard line to get outside, and then flex line when you hook it up there.
Right.
But I think that right there would be. I think that would be your best bet right there, Mike. I think that'd be the easiest and most convenient for you. Because them are nice. Them are really nice. I know a lot of people have them.
I love it. It's the best thing I bought. And my dad has I bought it because my dad has a really small one. His runs off of natural gas. He's got his hooked up. There's natural gas in his house.
Mm-hmm.
And it works in his garage. I guess my grandma's garage. He's living with his mom now because she's up there in age and he's helping her out and stuff like that. But man, I gotta get one of those. And I went out and I had the $200. It's amazing because I honestly thought they'd be way more expensive than that.
Right.
I did. I was like, oh my God, I felt like I couldn't pass it up.
So how do you measure like BTUs to how big your space is?
Oh, I have no idea.
That I don't know.
No.
I just bought one that I figured would work, and I got lucky.
In it, there's 30,000 BTU. Is that the same one that you have, Floyd?
Yeah, and I looked at the square foot. It heats up the square footage. That's what I went. So when you go there, that's what I focused on. Heats up to 1,000 square feet.
So small. Oh, 1,000? Okay.
So I made sure that it was way big. It was way bigger than how many square feet I had.
So 1,000 square feet. How big is that square? How do you measure that again?
So if it's 10 by 10, that's 100 square feet. So 1,000 square feet would be 100 feet by 100 feet. No, that's not right.
Oh yeah. Is it 100 times 100 or?
100 times 100 is 1,000.
Yeah, so it'd be if it's 100 foot long by 100 foot long, it's 1,000 square feet.
Yeah, I don't think it's 100 by 100 in my garage.
I got it 20 by 20. So I'm looking at 400 square feet.
30,000 BTUs is overkill then.
It probably is. I'm telling you, that's why I only put up to 2, but I love it. I'd rather have the overkill for $100 and I've even thought okay, well, one day I may want to move this to my shop or something, and then it's not overkill. It might, maybe I got a 1,000 square foot building or something.
As easy as that is going to be to hook up and unhook. It's
portable. I mean, it's big. It's not portable where I'm going to take it ice fishing, but it's portable. Yeah. That's why I didn't mount it to the wall, because I can move it wherever I want now.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to look into this. I like this idea.
Yeah, because there's nothing.
Is there a fan on it too, and it blows the heat out?
It comes out the vents right here, but no, I don't have it.
It's more of a radiant heat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, you always put a fan behind it, I guess, like a stand-up fan.
Yeah.
Exactly. I haven't needed to do nothing like that.
But once you get the garage heated up initially, then it's easy to keep it heated.
Oh yeah.
Once you get the walls and everything all heated up in there, and the floor is the biggest problem. That's where you lose most of your heat, because the coldness for the floor. Because that's always radiant. That's more of that radiant heat stuff going on. So.
No, exactly.
That's what Doug's saying. He has that, man, 40 to 65 in 20 minutes. I feel like it's faster than that in my house. I don't know. And I'm sure that has to do with insulation, and like I said, my garage is pretty much finished.
Yeah. See that I'm.
Thanks for the advice. We'll look into that.
Yeah, just go to your local Tractor Supply and shop them. They had a whole selection on the shelves. They had probably 6 different variations of it. I just
I'm gonna look it up.
You know what? And I knew going in when I saw it. I said, okay, well, $200 is a good budget. Let's just go with that. And it's way bigger than the square footage that I got. And,
Yeah. Yeah, it's There's a lot of options out there. It don't cost a whole lot. The heater in my garage is going to be $2,500, I think, all total. But that's going to be hanging from the ceiling. It's going to have a thermostat right next to my door, and it's going to be a forced air.
That's how my shop is. My shop has a big, huge propane box hangs from the
Oh,
ceiling.
these are.
It's never. It's old. It's an older propane burner.
See this one. It's a low profile. It's like about, I don't know, maybe a foot by like 2 foot, 2 foot. You know, it's small, but it'll heat up the whole shop in minutes.
So I've been looking at so when we were in Afghanistan, our bunkhouses are where we slept. A lot of times, my second deployment was actually in connexes. What they would do is they take connexes and they'd retrofit them to make them into living quarters.
Right.
And every one of them had like a little heater air conditioner unit, and it was the same thing. And I'm pretty sure they were electric, but they heated up really well for them that area. And also when it was hot, we turned AC. We just switched over to AC.
Right.
It was like an AC unit too. I haven't looked into those though. I just don't think about them very often, you know.
That's the same thing they put in motel rooms.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Kind of the same concept. Yep.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I mean, I guess I don't need air conditioning in my garage. I just suck that up. But
yeah. See, Doug. Yeah.
yeah.
You put a wood stove fan on top of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can do whatever you want. You know, once you get it, the biggest thing is get the heat in there, and then you can go from there. You know, you got a heat source. Figure out what you want, but
Justin was asking how big the shop is. Well, it's a garage. I'm not sure. We're actually going to be going there in about a week for our last visit. I think I'm going to measure it just so I know before I buy a heater.
Right.
But is it a 2-stall garage or 1-stall garage?
Well, it's 2-car wide, 4-car deep. So it's your average single garage is what, 12 by 20?
Single, yeah.
Roughly.
So a 2-stall garage is probably about 24.
I'm thinking 24 by 40 probably at least.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right around that. So it's going to be right at 20. If you just went 20 by 40, you're going to have a pretty good estimate. It ain't going to be exact that, but yeah, 20 by 40. So
yeah, that's a nice size shop that you got there, Mike.
Yeah. You know what?
You could do a lot of stuff in there.
Yeah, with our next visit, we're going to do another video driving to the house, to the property, and I'll do a little video when I'm in the garage just to show you guys before we move in.
Okay, that'd be great.
100 square feet, Mike.
Yeah. So it's a fair size. I'm going to have lots of room. Like, you can still park a car in there. Like Lynn will probably park her car for the winter on one side, just at the front. But at the back, the way the guy had it set up, he had his workbench at the very back corner going around the corner, all these lights, and there's tons of room there. I just had a vision of, you know, I can put my chain hoist right here, leave it hanging there. I can lift up a mower right there, change, like there's so much room at the back part of it.
Yes.
And then there's a back door and a big window that overlooks the backyard. So you can go at the back door and go into the backyard. It's a perfect setup. And then there's a side door to go into the house, into the basement. And then you can go upstairs to the main level of the house. So you can the entry to the house from the garage too, which is nice. With the bathroom right there when you walk in. So it's perfect. You know, you got your shop area, you got a bathroom close by and everything. So
Dogs are irritating Vicky still.
Doug is?
yeah.
The dogs are hovering her.
Oh, you said Doug. I'm like, what's Doug irritating Vicky for?
No, dogs. Sorry, but that's that northern accent.
So this is something like what I got in my shop right now, but it's not hooked up to any gas. One of these big propane.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, hanging from the ceiling. Mark,
Wow.
who the landlord says that when he bought the place, it was in there, and the person he bought it for says it'll overheat that shop, and I just haven't had a need to hook any gas up to it or nothing, so we don't run it, because I don't go in there much. I go in there. That's where I store my salt.
Mm-hmm.
So I go in there to get my salt bags, and that's it in the wintertime. You know, everything's winterized away, and so come March time, I'll probably start going in there and getting prepped for lawn care and start, getting trailers loaded up and firing everything up.
So the shop where all my equipment is has one of them hanging in there. All I have to do is hook the thermostat up, and it's working. But then I got to start paying for all the gas and everything, and it's like I don't need heat in there. It doesn't get below freezing in there anyhow because of there's 2 buildings that are attached to that, so I get the radiant heat from there. I have I don't even know how high them ceilings are. I think them are about 20-foot ceilings in my shop. So it's 20-foot wide, 50 feet long, and 20-foot ceilings. Could you imagine trying to heat that?
Yeah.
Because my shop is actually it used to be a big rig oil change. Because there's in the center there was a pit where they pull the semis over and change the oil in there.
Yeah.
So.
It's funny. I thought about that. I'm like, how cool would it be to have kind of a pit you could drive your lawnmower over?
Yeah. Liability insurance.
I know. I wouldn't know on it, but it's something I thought of.
Yeah.
I got the hoist, like what Mike's talking about in my shop, the chain hoist, and the Kubota scares me every once in a while because it's my heaviest machine. But it seems to hold it just fine. And even when I leave that place, the hoist isn't. It's in the shop, but it isn't mine. It stays with the building. I have another hoist that I could hook up. So, but I don't know right now. I don't know if I'm going to end up staying there forever, or if I kind of plan on trying to build my own shop one day. I've started pricing out steel buildings versus having the Amish here building me a pole barn building right now. That seems to be the cheapest way to go around here. Man, they do great work usually. So, I don't know.
What I'm thinking about too, talking about voice and stuff. What I was thinking about doing is, you know how some people that have open trailers, they'll put their ramp down and then drive the one side of their machine up, so then it's up, so then you can go under and change your blades. I thought about maybe making some sort of a ramp that is sturdy enough to the engine that it won't move forward, and then just drive the machine up one side on that to lift it up. And then you can get under it, change the blades, do whatever you got to do, and then just drive it right off again. I thought about doing that too.
Let's see. I am. There is a gentleman that has in his backyard. He has ramps. It's 2 boards. He drives up so he can crawl under it and clean the decks and everything out and change the blades. He doesn't have a shop to work all this stuff, so he works in his yard, and that's what he does. And it's set up really good because it's not going anywhere, and it's sitting just like this. So he just goes under and cleans it. And it works really well for him. There's nothing wrong with it. Whatever you want to do is how it works.
Yeah. No, I just thought about doing that and just having something stationary just off to the side, and that's where I drive the mower up one side, whatever, and you can do your stuff. Rather than hooking up the chains, and you got to pull the chains, whatever, and bring it down again. You save a few minutes. You save from having a chain hanging there. I would still have a chain hoist just in case for whatever, if you had to lift up something or.
Oh, it's nice to have them. It's nice to have them.
Yeah.
See, I in the springtime, a lot. I parked my trailer a little bit farther away from the curb because I know I'm going to pull up on it. So I can, so I'm up against the boulevard there at the curb, and I can clean out the deck because you know how it is in the springtime when that heavy dew starts hitting, when that grass is, that fresh smell of grass every spring. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I just got my Christmas present for me. 16 more gigs of RAM for my computer. I'll have 24 gigs of RAM, so I'll be able to have that all open without my computer lagging.
Yeah.
So hopefully, the biggest thing is the editing.
I got one of those jacks from Track or Harbor Freight to the Ford. The jacks.
Yep.
I've used it twice, and then I ended up going into that place. Now I don't. It's in my garage. Because I use the hoist, so the hoist is nice.
Well, my Skag dealership, they had a hoist that they drive the mowers up on. It picks them all up.
Mm-hmm.
Get right underneath of them.
I've seen them too, and that maybe one day, but I don't know. I think is it Walker that has the decks that turn up?
Yeah.
I think eventually you're going to see a lot more of that.
Oh, Walker's got them. Actually, Walker, Country Clippers got them too.
Do they know?
Yeah, Country Clippers had them for a while.
Well, had that.
Yeah,
I've only ever seen the Walkers do it.
Yeah, I was thinking about a Country Clipper, but I wasn't so sure about them. No, because nobody's got them. You know, my buddy's got a dealership, and I could get them at any time I want. You know, their 60-inch cut is just a freaking massive machine. The tires on that thing are really super wide, the back tires, and it's got one handle. It's got a joystick.
Yep.
Or you could have the dual handles, but that joystick is, I don't know. I wasn't so sure about it. They're quick. You know, they got the big pumps and everything on them, but I don't know.
Yeah, I still have that Ballard mower lift. Remember that Ballard?
The Ballard you had problems with.
Yeah, the mower lift. I still have it.
I just saw an advertisement, I think, on Facebook for their new version or whatever.
It's going to appear here and there, so I'm not using it. It's just a joke. I always have it in the background. So here and there in videos, you're going to see it in the background. Or something. And I kind of do it on purpose, but just to see if anybody comments on it, and nobody comments on it.
I would go put it in your front yard, make like a hanging flower basket, stand on it or something. On it.
Yeah. Oh, I put tape over like where it says Ballard and what it is and whatever, just so I don't advertise them.
Yeah, Neil, that's what I do. Drive it up on a trailer amp, tarp down, scrape the deck, and then that way I don't have to clean up the mess on the ground there, and I just put it on the back of my trailer there, or the front of the trailer. But,
yep.
Yeah, Vicky bought. Actually, last year Vicky bought one of them from Home Depot. One of them big old. What the heck? They call it a dumpster bag, one of the debris bags.
Yeah, the big green. Well, they're green here. I don't know.
Yeah, they're green here because we got it from HomeDepot.com. They're like $30 or $40, whatever it was. And she come up with the idea, because we're always dumping stuff on tarps. And she says, "Well, why don't you hook that up in the front and dump on that?" So I hooked that up. Well, I wish you would have thought of that at the beginning of the season, because you just, because I have hooks up on the front there, so I just hooked everything on there. And then just dump in there. And then when it's all done, you just drag the whole thing off. And it's like, man, that's nice. Super nice.
It doesn't rip, like when you drag it?
Oh, yeah, it rips a little bit here and there, but every one of my tarps rip, so I don't care.
Hey, I don't know if I said hi to RV on the wayside, man. Welcome for coming in.
No, you didn't.
But he's down in Texas. He said screw the cold weather.
Yeah, see, one thing in Texas, though, you just go south a little bit.
Heck, they probably got more snow than us this year. The north side of Texas got hit a couple times this year.
See, the thing is, it's been cold since October. That's the biggest thing. Is it's been cold since October. And
they're finally ice fishing across the street, though.
Yep.
They're finally out there on that lake. I don't know what they're catching, but.
Yeah, so you got October, November, December, January. We're 4 months into the cold weather already. We still got 2 more months. Yeah.
I'm going through the depression withdrawals. The spring fever's kicking in. It's just.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sure is.
These are the worst months, man. I think February is the worst month.
Pretty much is, yeah.
It really is.
We'll see around, because February is the coldest month of the year.
You say October, but I like October. November. I don't even count winter until December, really.
Yeah,
I know we can get snow in October and November, when we usually do in November, but I don't really count winter until it hits December.
Yeah, well, we did get lucky this year because we did have warmer weather in the fall.
Yeah, I mean, I was mowing all the way up till November. I probably mid-November I wouldn't say mowing. I was mowing, but I was more sucking up leaves than anything.
Right.
And keeping yards clean.
Well, see, we were cleaning up these yards, and the grass was growing so much it smelled like that spring grass. You know, that first cut you get in the spring, that smell, that beautiful smell of that fresh cut grass. That's where we're getting. I didn't mind doing that at all. I love doing that. I love that smell. As soon as you mention that fresh cut grass smell, everybody knows what you're talking about. It's just a wonderful smell in the spring.
That's what I told my sister. I said I'll always cut grass. I said I want to get to the point where I got my truck, my trailer, my one mower, or two mowers, whether it be a standard or a sit on, and I just go mow 2 or 3 lawns a day, and everybody else knocks out the other.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's just I just go out and knock a couple yards out. No hurry, as long as I get them done that day, and you know, it's kind of the goal. I enjoy it.
So that's where we're at right now. Is we're getting closer and closer and closer to where we're only going to be doing a few yards a day, 5 or 6 yards a day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's that bag that Vicky's got. It's got several holes in it, but it's still tough and it doesn't keep ripping. It just gets a hole in it. So, and they're only $30. You know,
when I first got my dump trailer in 2017, when the ramps are down, it has like grates on the ramp, right? Just for traction, so you don't slip. Before I got the debris vacuum on the trailer, I was tarping leaves and then dragging it up the ramp. Every freaking tarp I had would rip on that, get caught on a corner or whatever. It's like, it just defeated the purpose because I was ripping the bags and then all the leaves were flying in at the bottom of the trailer, like where the ramps are, and I'm wrecking my tarps. So after going through a season of doing that, I'm like, screw this, I need a vacuum. So that's when I got the debris vacuum on the trailer, which I haven't used in last season. I think I'm going to try and use it more this coming fall again. Try and get more leaf cleanups on the side. But it's a pain sometimes with tarp. They do work, but trying to get your material onto your trailer then when you have a heavy tarp.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So we didn't tarp once this year. We would mow it and suck it up in the Kubota in the bags and dump them in the 55-gallon drums. Yep. And we would have like 8 to 10 55-gallon drums with us. It's and we fill them up. Once the 10 are full, we take them, we dump them, we go back to the job site if we had to. We only had to do that to 2 job sites. Every other job site we were able to. I would take the grandstand and mow over everything, and then I would actually fill up the grass catcher with leaves, but then I would leave it filled up, and I just keep mowing, and basically just mulching the rest of it, just mulching and mulching and mulching. Mm-hmm. Tyler would go behind me with the Kubota and suck up all the mulch sleeves, and it worked so great that we would our biggest yards, we'd fill up those 8 barrels, and that's it. Like 2 yards, we had to do a couple trips. That's it. But what I want to do is not make those trips to the dump that often. So that's why I was asking about getting one of those truck dump inserts that Mike has, something like that. Because then I don't have to carry 8 to 10 barrels. I can just take them when the Kubota's full. He can just dump it in the back of that and go back to town.
Yep.
And then at the end of the day or whenever that dump is full, we can just unhook the trailer or whatever, dump that truck and be done with it.
Yep.
So what I was talking about, that was 4 years ago. So I have learned since then, right? Now I come to this point, like I said, I still have the debris vacuum, and there are places like larger properties, people do bring their leaves up front and then they want somebody to get rid of them. Like I'll take that on and get rid of it to the dump, use the leaf vacuum. But for the most part, all my customers, I'm mulching on site now. I learned now how to mulch properly, how to disperse the clippings. And, I talk to my customers. They have no problems doing it that way. I save them money. It saves me time. It saves me money, going to the dump and stuff. So if you can mulch on site or I bin it up, like what Floyd said now, and I throw the bins, and dump them into the back of my truck, into the dump insert, and so much more efficient than using my dump trailer with a vacuum, because this way now I have my equipment trailer with me. Before, when I tow my dump trailer with the vacuum on it, I don't have my equipment trailer with me. I can only tow one trailer at a time.
Right.
Right. And I'm only one person. So, you think about all those things, and I'm way more efficient now how I do my fall cleanups.
Oh yeah. See, we dump on the trailer, and then I go to wherever I'm going to dump, my dump site, and I just blow it all off with the backpack blower. It takes me about 15 to 20 minutes to unload the trailer, so it's not too bad. But we fill up the trailer until I can't get the mower on anymore, and that's when we go dump. So I have to constantly back it up and pushing it, packing it in there up to the front of the trailer, and just like we always do. It'd be nice to have a dump trailer, but
I like the yards that we don't have to. We can just dump it in the woods. They're the best.
Yeah. We have a bunch of them, and we have
a lot of those where we just push the leaves off into the woods.
Yeah, we only have one yard where we can mulch all the leaves up because it's big enough where we could get rid of them all. Because you got to have a little bit of room to work with it there. Because most of our yards are just them little small ones. They're 75 by 100 yards with the 75 foot wide, 100 long. They got a house stuck in the center there, so and fences. Every yard's got a fence.
Yeah, it's like my yard sizes too, Mark. And what I do, I use my 36 stand-on. So I'll basically bring all the leaves into a pile. I'll mulch the hell out of them, but you can't disperse it because the area is so small. But I'll mulch it so much that it's pretty much fine, like powder dust. And then I'll blow everything down towards a sidewalk or onto their driveway on a flat surface and make a pile. And then I use my aluminum scoop shovel and shovel it into bins. I might have 2 or 3 bins and then just dump it into the back of my truck. And it's so much more efficient that way rather than picking up leaves whole. If you pick up leaves as a whole and throw it in your truck, you're filling up really quick because leaves as a whole, not mulched, obviously there's a lot of air in between that too, right? So I kind of figured out a good way of doing that. If I were to buy another zero turn and get bigger properties and have to pick up leaves and stuff, the collection system that I want to get, I don't want to get bags. I want to get bins on the back. The ones that have the bin that you can slide out just for that purpose, that you can take it out and dump it into a back of a truck, rather than what I had before on that John Deere that I sold last year, that Z930, from the seat, you can dump the thing wherever. I don't want that again, just for the, just so you can have a bin so you can be more versatile with that and dump it into a truck, right?
Yeah, because that's more, because everybody does things differently, and that's more convenient for you or more efficient for you.
Exactly.
I like what Mike's saying.
Yeah, if you have more bigger properties, like you guys said, that you can dump on site, than having like what Mark has, a clamshell, or actually I don't think you have one, Floyd. I think you have the bags.
I do what you talked about. I got the bagging system. It goes in the 3 bags. The only difference is I have the bags versus the hard garbage can, which I would prefer to have the hard garbage can because we didn't have our bags. We didn't have our bags a month and we ripped one. It got caught on our fence or something. I forgot his ass was a little bit bigger. So the bends would have scraped the bend probably, but it wouldn't have ripped it, and I wouldn't have had to buy a new one. So, I think, and they're easier to dump. The hard bends are easier to dump, where the soft bags.
Exactly.
So Kubota didn't have them because I asked, but hopefully they can do later. But I agree with Mike. I think that's to me the best way. Everybody has their best way of doing the leaves.
Oh yeah,
they're different.
Because of the area.
I don't have my small yards are not that small where I have that issue like you're talking about. I can usually have a spot to blow wherever the leaves need to go. Not like that, but like what Mike was saying, how he'd have it all in a pile and have to mow over it. Now we do pile it up. I do sometimes push the leaves into a pile and I have somebody come suck them up. The cottage. The one time I did the leaf plow video with my leaf plow, that leaf plow was amazing for that yard, but it only worked. I only used it 2 or 3 times on 2 or 3 yards. So it's not bad, but I had somebody come up and suck the leaves up. Once in a while, we'd pile the leaves up, and I'd take the grandstand and I'd pop a little wheelie and drop it down on the leaves to crush them, I couldn't. So I don't know. Everybody has their own way that works, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, we
And a lot of it you have to do with how you have to dispose of your leaves.
see we have you know, because our city taxes pays for our disposal site, so that's, you know, we get to just dump at our city yard. So which is all convenient for us. So, you know, it just works for us, you know, that's just the way we do it. But you know, the clamshell for us works really good for us, and because we had we had a Husqvarna that had the bags on it. It was a triple bagger in the back. That was Vicky's mower, and every time she got off that mower, I was pissed because I was dumping twice as much as she was, you know, because it was just faster for me. But we were also dumping on site, so that was the other thing. I would put everything in a big old huge pile, and I called my buddy up, and he had a leaf vac on the front of his trailer, and he'd suck that whole thing up and get rid of all the leaves for me. So, but I got rid of all them properties because that was 5 yards. It took us 5 days to do 5 yards, and they were all connected, and it was just horrible. There were so many freaking leaves.
Yeah.
The oak trees, you know, huge oak trees, and there was 100 of them at least in them 5 yards.
Oh, the oak trees are the worst.
Oh man, there was no grass there. It was just all weeds and freaking sticks, and hate oak trees.
People don't have to deal with oak trees. They're so lucky.
Oh, I hate them. There's
like I want to charge double just because you have oak trees.
Well,
it's just miserable.
Well, see, there's one lake by us. It's called Hubbard Lake, and everybody says they like working around Hubbard Lake. They're freaking nuts because it's just oak leaves or oak trees around this whole lake, and they're just, you know, they're 100-year-old trees. So, you know, they're just massive. They're always dropping sticks. They're always, you know, acorns all over the place. Vicky went sliding down her butt on them down a hill just from the acorns. It's just like freaking marbles. There were so many of them. She couldn't get back up the hill. She was stuck at the bottom.
Oh no.
Oh yeah. I hate oak trees. They're dirty. If you park your vehicle underneath there any sort of time, it just drops crap all over your vehicle, and it just makes a mess. Turns everything black.
My mom has those trees that are 6,000 years old, and the acorns are ahead, and it's miserable. It's miserable. And we're trying to get hers cut down because she has so many that her yard is nothing but moss.
Right. Yep.
I mean, she just got an irrigation system in it, and we were trying to keep it up. We lime it, but as soon as you don't water or don't do something, the moss just takes over. And I told her we got to get some sun to that damn yard, you know. And so, but the problem is they're so old. It's like it's so expensive to take them trees down, and it's not like they can just drop them. They got to take them down pieces.
Oh yes, they do. Yeah.
You know? So it's just. We're working on it. We got a couple of guys. We think we finally know a guy who's going to do it because it's not nothing I can do. I said I can drop it, but you're going to lose your house, and your neighbor's going to lose their house, and
oh yeah,
the city's going to be without power.
Yeah. Oak trees are tough.
They
are tough because they're so tall and they're so big, and they're tough. They're expensive.
So, here's my take on 60 standards. If I'm going to have a 60-inch stand-on mower, I'm probably going to buy a sit-down because I want to sit. Now, the only reason the 60 is good is if you have trailer issues because you can save space with a standard.
Right.
So I don't have a trailer issue. I can get 260 sit-downs on my trailers, no problem. But if you have a small trailer and you want the 60-inch deck, they're nice. But it's just all that does is save space on your trailer so you can pull a smaller trailer. Other than that, if I'm buying a 60 where I'm at, what I do, I'm getting a sit down. It's just as simple as that.
52.
I'm gonna buy another. My goal is to buy another grandstand, and it's gonna be another 52-inch because I can still get those through most of my gates.
Yeah, if I start getting larger properties again, like the rural ones, acre or more, I'm getting a sit down. I'm not standing. I'm going to continue with my 52 and 36 stand on. I'm going to use my 52 on my new property. It's almost an acre. It's between, they say, quarters to an acre or whatever. So I'm going to see how that goes. I don't mind standing, but I don't want to be standing for longer than 45 minutes to an hour or even longer on a machine. No. Like if I'm in and out 20 minutes to a half an hour, I'm fine with my standers. I prefer that than having a zero turn, but anything bigger, an acre or more, I'm getting another zero turn. But I'm not pushing that for that right away. Like I'm still pushing the area like where I'm building right now with the smaller properties. And just until I get established where I'm moving to, I'm not going to rely on getting all these rural properties this year. It might happen the following year. I'm just going to continue where I am working and established, right? But if it happens, it happens, and we'll see.
I know both my dealers here had a 60 standard for sale this last year. The Grandstand and the Kubota. The Kubota had a 60. The dealer had a 60-inch, and the Toro had their 60-inch, and only one of them sold. Only the Kubota one sold. And from what I've heard, mechanically wise, it ran great, but because it's still new, I guess there was some issues with the tires. They switched out the tires on it or something like that because it wasn't hugging. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't buy it. I just talked to the dealer because when it comes time for me to buy another standard, I'm going to test drive them both again and see what I want because I love my Kubota sit down, but I also love my Grandstand. So it sucks. It's kind of sucks. I wish I was only Toro or only Kubota. Like I had that. Like Mike he loves his deer. He'll never buy probably nothing but a deer. But me, I kind of like them both, and both dealers are great. So it's hard to, and I'm trying to share that wealth with both small businesses here in town. You know. A little bit.
See, I like my Graveleys or my Gravely. I love my Gravely. I also love the Skags because they both have their place in our business. You know, and the 48-inch Tiger Cub Wednesdays only. That's what I use it on. All day Wednesday, I use that mower. Because it's best. It works. You know, it's 48-inch cut. It's older. It's slower. It doesn't rip up them small yards. It works perfect. So,
well, I priced it at Gravely. I think I told you, Mark. I think I messaged you or something. So we can get Gravely actually at my John Deere dealer. They can get Gravely. So I didn't price it the exact same machine you have. I think it's a model under, and it's not a Kawasaki mortar. It's the Gravely mortar, whatever. I think it's a 26 horsepower, whatever, 52-inch sit down with the collection system with the bins that I was talking about.
Yeah.
And here, tax in, it's like just over $13,000. And so that's the way I'm leaning. I'm not going to buy one now. I'm just going to wait and see what happens. Like if I start getting more rural properties, I might just buy a used shit kicker zero turn or something for a few grand or something just to go with. And then see what happens. But I like the Graveleys. I like what your machine's doing, and I'm willing to.
I love that Gravely. That Gravely
machine.
That Gravely, because of us guys that are not small, is more room where you're sitting. You have more room for your feet on the platform. Everything's just a little bit bigger. A little bit wider. That's why Vicky don't like it because it's that much bigger. But
I think you guys would like the Kubota if you drove it because I feel like it's got so much more room. Now I'm only 5'9". I'm not a tall guy, but I feel like I love being on it. I really do. I just enjoy it. It's comfy. It's got that nice seat with the dial in it, so you can adjust it to your fatness.
Oh yeah, them dial adjust seats. I don't care what brand you have. They're all about the same because I think it's pretty much the same manufacturer. It makes all of them. And them seats are so worth it. So worth the $1,000 extra for them. Because I never realized, or I did not realize how much them seats moved until I put a GoPro over here.
Yeah.
On one of my lake properties, and I was watching the seat. That seat is constantly moving, and I didn't realize that. And there's a zero turn. I'm not sure which brand it was. I just saw it on someone's channel where the seat slides back and forth like a truck driver seat. It moves. It doesn't stay stationary. It moves back and forth.
Huh.
I
Okay.
don't know what brand it was. I just saw it on somebody's channel. I don't
I
know.
would say, because I mean, mine slides back and forth, but it's not like
It's constantly.
Yeah, you okay?
Yeah. See, that's
I've never been in. I don't know what truck driver seat is. I've never
a truck driver seat.
big rigs like
Air suspension, but it also rocks back and forth, so you don't get that jarring from it moving.
Yeah.
That is a big saver on your hips.
Yeah, the plow trucks that I drove back then, the street plows, the city plows, whatever, had the same kind of seat that you're talking about.
Or something like that. Oh yeah, them are nice. Them are nice. The truck driver seats are super nice, but they're made that way because they're in them. They live in them trucks.
Yeah. So Justin here, he has the same 36-inch mower as I do, the John Deere, and he uses that for a 1.5 acre. Wow.
Yeah, you're working. You're working.
I mean, so here's the thing. I don't know how old he is either, but my younger employees, that's what they would rather. They'd rather be on the 52 grandstand doing 2 acres than sit down. But we're older, so we're a different thing. I can do a standard, and I've been on my standards for like an acre, because when Morgan was learning the zero turn, I'd throw her on the Kubota and I'd get on the standard, and we had a property that was like 3 acres big. So she would do probably 2 acres, and I'd probably do an acre because the Kubota goes a little bit faster.
Right.
But that was fine. But afterwards, man, I was a little I felt tired more. Now, like Mike did say, the more I used the standard, the more energy I did feel afterwards. Because I feel like I was moving more, not just sitting there.
Right.
But the younger guys, they'll jump on that standard way faster than they'll jump down on a sit down anytime. They just like it. They like it that much more. And I don't know if it's because they feel like, plus, let me rephrase that. The 3 that I had working for me were a little bit of like skaters. They like skateboarding too. So they kind of like that idea of I think they like that idea of standing on something.
Yeah. There's my first mower there, Floyd.
Yeah, I can't, man. I don't even want to show it because I think I'd break an ankle on one of these things.
Bring it up, Floyd.
I'm working on it. What are they called again? The freaking
that is an X mark.
Yeah, what are those things on the back called again?
That is a Toro True Turn, and each one of them is they're independent from each other, and they stay permanently straight like that. And I tell you what, that is pretty wicked. You get flying as fast as you can with that.
So he's 36. He's still the youngest of us all, but he's not a young chicken. He's not a young chicken either.
But okay, just think of the beating I took on that.
I know. I forget what those are called. Those things on the back of those mowers.
Velkies.
Huh?
They're Velkies.
Yeah. Okay. I've never been on one. I joined the business. Everybody was going to standards. They were getting rid of
the one wheel is a sulky. The 2 wheels is a Velky. And they call that Toros. They call that True Turn right there. That right there, brand new, is $600. But I tell you what, that independent and staying straight with that mower, it's nice. It was really nice. I never should have sold that mower ever. I should have kept it.
Well, I still see some people say they like them better for hills and stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, it's no, that sucked for hills. That sucked.
No, I don't know. Like I said, I've never had one.
Well, see, the thing was, it would slide real easy. But any sort of a little slope, I'd have to get off the True Turn because the whole thing would start sliding down. But I could do I can get steeper hills with the zero turns than I could with the walk behind. Because it just holds the hills better. But you got to remember, I got my tires pretty soft. So they also, my tires don't slide as much. They kind of roll a little bit.
We only have properties that have decent hills, and the grandstand does okay on them. I'm a little, Micah was a little more skilled with it than I am. But,
we're not
one property where it gets really steep by the lake, and if I feel like if I'm going to try to go down there, I'm going to end up in the water. So we always push mow it for one. Last year I had a guy try to do it. He says he He goes, I can get it. He tried, and he got kind of stuck. I said, yeah, that's the end of it. I just don't want to tear up this yard. I said, we got the Time Master. Let's just pull that out.
And push it. Yeah.
Push it. It's just, to me, it's not worth saving that much time to take that chance of damaging that yard and getting stuck or ended up in the water. I told him, I said, I don't even care. I can deal with the damaged yard. I don't want to have to come here and see that you're stuck under the mower in the lake, because you hit the retaining wall, you went in, the mower fell on you. I seen that one video Ben posted last year. That guy got lucky, man.
Got real lucky.
And he could stay out of water, and that mower was sitting on him while he's pinned under the water.
Yeah, you don't get them things off you without help.
No. Well, the whole fire department had to come and lift it, and and it was. Yeah. I'm like,
I used to do.
This is why I don't want that. This is your limit. This is our limit. I was there. I watched you try it one time, and I said that was done. My butt was puckering. I said, I ain't doing it, dude. I ain't explaining to your parents how this happened. Yeah.
See, we used to do a property that was, it was lake property. It had a steep slope to a break wall, and a break, just to hold the property back from the lake.
That's how this one is, yeah.
And from the top of that break wall to the water was at least 4 foot.
Oh, ours is a couple. It was 4 foot, but yeah, it's still a drop.
Yeah, I don't care if it's a foot; it's still a drop.
Yeah. Hey, I don't know how deep it is right there. It could be 10 feet deep. I can't see. I tell you this, I couldn't see the bottom.
Oh yeah.
But it's a murky lake too, so I mean.
It doesn't matter.
Of course, yeah.
This much water you're going to drown in.
Oh, yeah.
If you're face down in it.
Oh, yeah, because, and you're going to hit that dirt, and that dirt's probably going to sink another 2 feet.
Yep.
Soft mud.
Yep.
Franco, where are you going? We know you ain't working.
No, not working today. I'm going to a Bears house.
For your vacation.
Yeah, look at that shirt. That's not a work shirt. That's a
vacation shirt.
Franco, you got to tell us all about your shopping trip with your wife on the weekend.
This is the only souvenir I got from Georgia. and I didn't come back broke. I thought I was going to come back broke. It didn't happen.
Hey, Franco, that's what happens when you have more money than you have expenses.
So I was going to go and come back the next day. So we ended up staying for 2 days over there. But like I said, man, I really enjoyed it.
We told you were going on vacation, man.
Aside from having to pull the trailer, the thing is, I left the lock for the coupler. I left it here at the house, so I could have just unhook the trailer and leave it at the hotel. So she wanted to go to Atlanta, so we went to Atlanta. We went to somewhere else, and so aside from having to pull the trailer everywhere we're going, we had a good time.
You could have left it at the hotel, man, unless you were in a sketchy part of town.
Hey, Franco. They have these things that's called stores. You go into a store and you buy one.
It can't be that expensive.
I'm cheap.
Yeah, I'm like, cheap. How much more gas did you burn hauling that thing around?
I was averaging my truck tells me how many miles per gallon I'm getting. I was doing like 7.4 the whole way, and it was an 8-hour drive each way. I mean, just some gas. I burned like $400 on gas.
That's funny. So where did you go to eat?
What was that?
Did you go to a fancy restaurant to eat?
No. So here's the thing. We did. The first night we went to a nice restaurant that was by the hotel, but the second day there was this little restaurant on the side of the road. They had it was like a smoked, like pulled pork or smoked barbecue.
Uh-huh.
It was a very small place, and everyone, like the locals, everyone was telling me you should try this place, and it was amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't nothing fancy or anything. I mean, the people were so nice. I mean, I loved it. Hey, she loved it too. So we left Georgia. So what we do, we go out all the time, and every time we go somewhere, we always get like a fridge magnet. Like every time we go to Daytona, New York, everywhere we go, we get a magnet for the fridge. And I forgot. So we passed the Georgia line, and I remember, I said, oh, God, I didn't get a little fridge magnet. So, and I kept on driving. I said, well, she's not going to remember. And as soon as she remembered we didn't get the little fridge magnet, she's like, oh, no, we have to turn around. I'm like, an hour away from Georgia now. So we turned around, went all the way back to like a rest stop.
Oh, my God, I totally would have waited until I went to Georgia again. Or I would have just bought one in Florida if I saw one.
I said we can get one on Amazon.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what
It's
I
not
was
the
going to say.
same. It's not the same. You got to buy it from
It'd be
Georgia.
nice to have a disposable income there, Franco. I mean, are you sure you didn't win the $1 billion?
Nah. But we had fun. I really enjoyed the time with her.
Mike, I don't know if you heard of someone in Detroit or Grand Rapids. I heard Grand Rapids or Detroit now. I don't know. $1 billion, won the lottery, $1 billion, like solo winner.
Must be nice.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to be nice.
What would we do if we had $1 billion?
The people that I've heard, or a lot of stories that I've heard, but people win a lottery, they wish they never would have won it.
Yeah, when they win that much money.
Completely ruined their lives.
When they have that much money, yep, I've heard a lot of that.
Yeah, completely ruined them.
There was a TV show about that, like what happened, $1 million or lotto winners or something. And
oh yeah, they're still like that.
Very few stories on there ended good,
Yeah. The ones that end good are the ones that didn't change their lives. They pretty much stayed living.
They didn't try to change their lives.
Yeah, those are the happy endings. They upgraded a little bit, but they didn't get crazy. They changed their clothes. They added a couple small things, and the one lady drives a Lamborghini and still stays at her same house. Still lives in her manufactured house. Happy, completely happy. They never changed anything, just kept doing the same thing. Drives a Lamborghini through frickin' McDonald's.
It's common here.
Oh, it's not common here.
I would say that not Lamborghinis, but other expensive cars,
Well, see, we have the big thing going around our town is Lexus. Everybody, a lot of people got Lexus, but they're nice cars. They're not expensive.
No, and I wouldn't say too many people here have super expensive cars. They got the sports cars. You see a lot of the higher end sports cars.
Yeah, but see, they're not. Around here they got the higher end cars, or not the higher end cars, but the higher. I don't know. Like the Lexus and Maseratis. But they're not the super expensive ones.
Some foreign BMWs. Audis. I've seen those. A lot of people have the Dodge muscle cars, the Mustangs. I see those a lot. But we're a farming town, so a lot of people here have the big trucks. The 250s, 350s, and they're decked out in. Because people don't understand. I mean, Gerber Baby Food's here. There's a lot of food. Gerber Baby Food goes through a lot of food.
Oh yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. See, we're like
you have to see a poor farmer.
See, that's like our area is like a farm community basically, because that's how everybody drives and dresses, and that's just the way it is.
Yeah.
Even though it's a city area, it's still a farm community basically.
Yep.
Everybody still got the influence of the farms, because most families are farmers here.
Money making, welcome.
Hey, Mike.
Money making Mike G. Yep. We just, I don't know. I guess we're good old people. We don't really care about nothing. We'll just go with the flow.
I don't think I'd change my lifestyle too much. I definitely would have my toys, but I don't know.
I would. I honestly would. I probably wouldn't get on live with you guys no more if I won the lottery.
But Franco, if you won the lottery, we'd probably never see you again.
Who's Mike? I don't know. Mike. I know that guy.
Why Mike? He said Mike. You already forgot about you, Mike.
That's okay. Everybody forgets about me.
No, that's because Mike sits back and listens to everybody. He goes, "Yeah, I'm live and I don't have to do nothing."
but we all say that, but nobody really knows how they would react until they actually got it. You just don't know. But we said that in the military. So we've seen soldiers who are great. They're great soldiers in garrison, but when they go to war, you don't know how they would act. And the same thing. The crappy soldier in garrison may be the great soldier at war. It's just you don't know. You don't know how anybody's going to react till they're actually happens to them.
Yep.
You know, Mark could say he don't plan on changing nothing, but Vicky could say, "Oh, we're changing everything, and here's your divorce papers." You know, not that Vicky would, but you never know. You never know.
Well, see, I don't know. We're pretty tight with our money still. We have, example. Last night, Vicky cooked us a nice chicken dinner. It's our Sunday night. She just cooks a nice chicken dinner for us. We like barbecue sauce. Okay, we have enough money to go buy a new bottle, but we're squeezing everything we can out of these bottles.
Yeah.
Hold them upside down, shaking them and everything, and put the cap on, hold it upside down. We have the money to buy new ones. We have extra ones, and she's always got extra bottles of stuff. That's just the way we live. We get every nickel out of everything we can. Hardly ever throw anything away because if we think we could repurpose it, we repurpose it all the time.
But you and Vicky, I don't know about Vicky, but you lived through the Great Depression, right?
What Great Depression?
Right?
No, we live in Alpena, Michigan, where the average.
It's always the Great Depression.
The medium income in our area, I believe, is $25,000.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So,
yeah, well, cost of living is a lot lower there too, Franco, but
yeah,
to a point. Cost of living in Michigan is pretty low compared to like Florida, Colorado, or California.
Yeah, certain things cost more money, like the gas and stuff like that. It costs more money because it takes more to transport.
Right, it takes longer to get there.
Yeah.
What's the price per gallon over there of gas?
About
regular
$2.
$2.17 right now.
Is it where you're at?
Yeah, it'll be $2.30 next week.
Yesterday, here.
It'll be $2.30 something next week. It goes up every 2 weeks and then trickles down.
Yep.
So probably Monday next week it'll go up. It'll jump 20 to 30 cents. So as soon as the executive orders start trickling down, it's going to go up some more. So executive orders haven't trickled down yet, haven't hit us yet.
No,
they're coming. I'm hearing it from my cousins. It's coming because they're in the oil fields, so I know what's going on. So them guys are worried right now because 50,000 people lost their jobs.
Yeah, that pipeline.
Yeah, and everything. That's just immediate people that lost money. There's a lot more that's going to lose money. Yeah. The suppliers are going to lose lots of money, millions of dollars gone. So that's going to hurt. But nothing we can do about it. We're not in order. Franco, looked like you're about ready to fall asleep there, buddy.
I am waiting for my parents. My parents always get on me, right? Because I'm never on time for anything. I'm always late. I'm always running late. So I'm supposed to meet them at this building because they're closing on a home today. And they were like, you have to be here at 11. I got 10:54. I've not seen their car pulled up. It's 11:02.
Oh my God, our phones are ringing off the hook.
Look how busy. Look how important Mike is. Yeah, they're talking to each other.
Just there. That was actually my wife. I just found out we won $1 billion.
Well, that's good.
I know, right?
She ordered that.
See you later. I'm pulling up Franco. Franco?
See, I don't.
Franco
I don't have my phone hardly ever rings because I have it on silent. Because I turn it down. I turn it down at night because all that spam email stuff, so my phone doesn't constantly go off, and I always forget to turn the volume back up. So I'll see it light up. I go, oh yeah, I got to turn the volume up.
Yeah, I think I told you about this. My son's been trying to get his driver's license for maybe the last 10 months or so because of COVID. He was supposed to go for it, I think, April last year. And because of COVID, all the government buildings were closed and everything. So long story short, three times he got canceled. And now because of lockdown. So I just found it now. Lockdown's until February 10th here in Ontario. My wife finally got a spot February 17th for him at 12:09, so Wednesday, to go for his driver's license. So we're crossing our fingers that the lockdown's done February 10th, and then that week, it's the week after we move, he can go for his license, because he really needs to get his license, just because we're moving a little farther away. We already have a car for him just so he can drive to work, and we don't have to drive his ass back and forward, So we're crossing our fingers that, the lockdown does stop, on the 10th, like they say. But if they extend it, then it's going to get canceled again. Then we have to fight for another spot.
Right.
And everyone that's getting canceled all these months, they're getting backed up. So what they do here, you got to go online, and every once in a while, like you don't know when it's going to happen. They'll open up at certain days in certain months that you can book a road test. So it's just luck of the draw that you're online at the right time. And my wife has been doing it, and my son too. And my wife actually got the spot, so that's why she was calling me right now. She's like, "Don't worry, it's booked for the 17th." So now we're going with that.
We'll see. When I get my canoe ready to go, hopefully hits the water this spring. If everything works out the way I want, I have to register it, so I'm going to have to make an appointment. It's going to be the same thing. I'm going to be online constantly trying to make an appointment to get the license, because that's just the way it is. Because it's the same thing like you're saying. There's nothing you can do about it. It's just, you got to make do with it. And, if this virus goes around like it did in 1918, we still got 2 more years. Because that lasted for 4 years.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah. Oh, it's not going to go away anytime fast, but
no, it's not.
It's just
because there's new strands coming out. So
yeah, we just need a little bit of luck here for 1 week. Just stay open for that 1 week that you promised. We're gonna be not on lockdown anymore, just so he can get his license finally. We know he's gonna get it. He's a good driver. Like, we go out practicing with him. He can drive right now just with a licensed driver, but this is the next step, that he can drive by himself. It's not his full license, but here in Canada you have a graduated license system.
Yeah,
so
that's
it's like
same here in the States.
Yeah, G1, G2, and then you have your G. G is a final that no restrictions or nothing. So he's going for his G2, which he can drive by himself. I think only with one passenger, and certain time overnight you can't drive. And I'm not sure if you can drive on highways or certain speed limit roads and stuff, but it's better than nothing. He needs to get his G2 at least, so he can drive himself to work and school when school's open again, and whatever. So it saves us a lot of driving back and forth, right?
You see, that's the way it is here in the States. I don't know the letters, but it's the same thing. Graduated licenses, and after 10 o'clock they can't be out driving, and same kind of thing.
Yeah, my daughter's she'll get her permit after she's in driver's training, and she her last week's this week, and then she's got a couple more driving lessons. And then we gotta go to DMV to get her permit, and then she's got to drive 30 hours with us. And then she's got to, after she does the 30 hours with me and her mom, and I think 2 or 3 of them have to be nighttime drives, 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah.
And then she goes back for a second session where they kind of teach her something else. I don't know what they teach her in that one. And then after that, she gets her, she go apply for her road test and get her license, because she'll be 16, so she don't have to wait a whole year. But yeah. Was your phone call related? I got people calling me now because they're worried about the 4 inches of snow tonight. Like, oh, can you tell them? Like, listen, I can try to get to you. I already have a full schedule. I mean, I can't make you any promises, but if you want, I'll try. You'll be the last one on my list. I don't know what to tell people. Write their address down, and they're like, oh, like, yeah, But I can throw you down and try to schedule you next year and make you a regular client. I can't keep throwing. It sucks because it's money, and it's like, oh.
I know. It's very hard. Very hard to say no.
I know.
You got all that money being thrown at you. It's hard to turn it down.
I'm like, I'll try, but just so you know, I got to get my regulars first, and then you kind of work. I mean, the only way sometimes it works, and it sucks because they're so convenient. Oh, I know. I'm doing your neighbors, and you're right there, so I'll, it's.
Oh, I know. That's snow removal it's the hardest on you, because you have to do so much in such a little time. Mm-hmm. And then there's all them phone calls that come in, and you want to grab them, but you can't. because you don't have that. You just don't have the time. You know,
No.
'cause you have
That's
a
why
window. That's the problem.
Basically, like tomorrow, if it goes like I think it's going to go tonight, I'll get up. I'm going to go plow. I'm probably going to get up at 3 and try to head out at 3.
Right.
And then when I get done with all my properties, I'm going to come home, lay down, and I'm going to take a nap. And I'm going to shut my phone off. Everybody can go to voicemail. I'll check it when I get up.
Yep. You have to.
And then if they still need it or whatever, I can maybe run back out again. But yeah,
That's why I do what I do. My route is pretty much maybe maximum 6 hours. I can do it in 5, but I do that on purpose. I make enough money doing that route that extra phone calls that I get, I can actually take them on. And I can actually make even more with those ones because a lot of the people are, not that I take advantage of people, but people are desperate. You know, they're stuck or whatever, and they want somebody now. And it's like, okay, you know, $50 to do the end of your driveway, no problem, come now. And they're right there. They give you the cash through the window, and so that's why I do what I do. So I have extra time to take on those. But if I don't get those calls, at least I'm rested and I'm not killing myself, and I still made money.
yeah. The first time I went out, I was out 11 and a half hours. But it was also the first time and the only time I've been out. So it was like I was learning a lot of the properties for the first time too. You know, like, okay, taking my time and making sure everything was good.
Yeah.
We'll see. I don't know. I got to get off here though and get some stuff done. 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Yeah. I got to get them signs done and
a
out.
longer one. So yeah, I got to run and go to the school. Cash a check and.
I have these signs to make. It says "Bloom where you're planted." I have 32 of them to put on boards.
Nice.
Oh, neat.
That's all my other orders. So them boards should be dry because I sprayed them at about 8:45. So they should all be dry, and I should be able to start putting them out. But yeah, I got to get all this done before 2. Plus, I got to clean out my garage and all this other stuff.
Yeah, I got to get that garage cleaned out. I got a honeydew list here too. I got to do that, just work related. So.
Yeah, I got to put the boards down on my shelves. That's the last thing to do. I just got to cut the slats out, put them down, and then that's it. But yeah, I'll be so glad when this garage is done because I love building that stuff, but I hate doing the cleaning part.
And I'm sure Mike's got more boxes.
You know, but
yeah, you know, I'm just going to make one trip to the storage unit. I got a few more boxes to bring and throw in here. And then I was going to drive my plow truck around because usually when I drive that around, because it says Bush Green all over it and stuff, I get some phone calls. So people know snow is coming, so that kind of helps. I just drive around slowly around town.
Right.
People can take a picture of my truck, and then when it snows, they'll call me right out.
Yeah, I want an updated picture by Wednesday of your garage now. You gotta I want to see more boxes in there and see it.
Yeah, I am so ready for summer already.
Yeah, me too.
So,
me too.
Okay, guys. Thanks, Floyd, for having me.
What was that, Franco?
I have to go. I realized I was at the wrong place.
Oh my goodness! Now you're in real trouble.
You're at the wrong place.
Are you still in Atlanta?
I was missing a 0 on the address. It's okay.
Mike, you are going to be late.
I'm only 26 minutes away from the address that I'm supposed to meet him at 11.
All right, Franco, drive safe, man.
All right, y'all take care.
We're getting out of here too.
Oh, that's funny.
Hey,
right,
Drew just showed up. Yeah, go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, good seeing you guys. Thanks for having me.
All right, Mike, rest that back, man. We'll see you Wednesday, hopefully.
Yeah.
Okay, see everybody in the comments too. See you, Justin. Drew just came in. See you guys.
Yeah. See you later.
See you guys later. Everybody, Wednesday, 9 o'clock. We'll be back. All right. Floyd, I'm out.